The ruined city of Chichen Itza is the most impressive monument of Maya culture, its full glory having been realized when the Toltecan took control. In the 5th century, the Maya founded the city of pyramids on the Mexican peninsula of Yucatan. Of the hundreds of buildings which lie overgrown in the jungle, since 1923, only 25 have been uncovered and partly restored. Relief-type pictures and sculptures describe the customs and gruesome rituals of this submerged yet advanced civilization. Highly developed building skills were dedicated to the Toltec ruler and royal priest Quetzalcoatl, otherwise known as the Feathered Snake. Around the turn of the 1st century, the Toltec of Itza, a highly civilized Indian tribe, conquered and oppressed the older Mayan population. The people believed that Earth was at the final stage of the 5th sun, the sunset of which signified the end of the world. It's possible that this belief is based upon the impact of a comet 12,000 years ago. Many in South America still believe in a massive catastrophe by fire and water. The Hall of 1,000 Pillars most probably accommodated the largest temple grounds of the Old World. Within it, human sacrifices were brought to the rain god. The gods of the Toltecs were merciful only by the gift of countless human sacrifices. Omnipotent like the rays of the sun, the massive stone pyramid looks down on the meager land. The failure of life-sustaining rain meant starvation for many. The Spanish discovered this land in their search for the legendary golden city of El Dorado. Thus began the decline of this once blossoming empire. Stone pillars and mosaic tiles show the highly developed culture of its people. Complex images illustrate the advanced knowledge of the Maya in the areas of astronomy, mathematics, and architecture. Just as with the layout of the city, decorative wall pictures depict the rules of the gods. The harmony of God-given life was able to be maintained only by the strict fulfilment of all the divine commandments. This, however, called for the sacrifice of many human lives. Ceremonial ball games with complicated rules also played a part in this. To symbolize the sun, a ball was used, the rule being that it was not to touch the ground. In this sacrificial game, the heart and blood of the losers were kept in vase-shaped containers and offered to the gods as food. Dragon-shaped monster stones contained depressions which caught the spilt blood. For the Mayan people, the vast, expansive steps which led to the pyramid symbolized their constant desire for perfection. The worship of holy snakes and reptile images was thought by believers to bring about a carefree life after death. The overall design and massive extent of the stone blocks has often been associated with the work of extraterrestrials. Could it be that the gods of the Mayas had some connection with a life form in outer space? The strange and extraordinary variety of constructions of Chichen Itza and similar examples in Mexico pose many unresolved questions for the archaeologist. It seems incredible that such creations could be made by human hand. Perhaps the inhabitants of Chichen Itza were destined to fulfill the requirements of an extraterrestrial race who wished to have a stone monument here on Earth. Legend has it that their extraterrestrial leader was a large bearded white man who arrived from the Atlantic and brought peace. As his enemies drove him away, he promised to return. Consequently, the Spanish were mistakenly believed to be the returning white gods, but with their arrival came the eventual destruction of the Mayan population.